the way we perceive Clinton and Trump really comes from our own high school experience.
Right. So we were formed in high school. We like to think of ourselves as ever evolving, but we were formed in high school. And based on all sorts of studies that show that the taller you were in high school, the more likely you are to earn more as an adult. And the more overweight you are in high school, the less likely you are to get married as an adult. And basically what we think of ourselves and what we think of other people was formed back then. It was hardened and codified back when, we were 15, 16, 17 years old. And we looked for groups back in high school. That's the way the adolescent brain works, is it wants to find other people like themselves so we can both define ourselves and find our place in the world, and figure that people who are like us are less likely to not like us. And so that's what adolescents do, is they find their groups. And we're still doing that. So you go out into the world as an adult voter, and you are attracted, these sociologists say, to people who are like you, or like the version of you that you formed way back when. And you have an aversion to people who are not, or to the people who, knew you were not your peeps back then. And we've got two archetypes here. We've got, the boastful jock, and we have the know-it-all nerd. And frankly, we didn't deal too well with either of those back then.
And that's at least in some part, if not a large part, the reason for their unfavorability numbers?
Their unfavorables are out the roof, and it's because we just don't, we being the voters in general. Frankly, I was the nerd in high school, but voters in general, like high schoolers in general, tend to not like the people who aren't like them.